Okay, if you guys saw my last video, we were going to be building some jails this episode. Now, we also saw a Phoenix Fire Department Training Academy, and I think we might build this too. So we're going to just leave this open for now. We're going to go down the list of all these jails for Maricopa County, or MCC. We have the 4th Avenue Jail, we have the 512 facility, Estrella Jail, which is already built, the Intake Transfer and Release Center, which I don't think we're going to build. I think this is more or less choreographing transfers from facility to facility, plus from this facility to the state prisons of the area. We have the Lower Buckley Jail, we have the Towers Jail, and then we have the Transportation Hub, which I think is the same building as 2670, yeah, 2670 South 28th. So the Transfer Hub and the Intake Transfer and Release Center, IETR, are the exact same. Now this just involves, like I said, buses transporting people from one jail to another. And then we have the Watkins Jail as well at 2680 South Avenue Drive. So yeah, a lot of these jails are actually in the same corridor, pretty much the same block or area of the county or area of the city. So they're going to be pretty easy to find and get information on. The one thing we did find in our last video as well is the Scotts County City Jail. So what we're going to do is build the city jail. Sorry about that. That was just my dog shaking off or doing whatever he was doing. So when we followed the signs said that there was a city jail at this location. Of course, we have the Scotts City Jail posted here as well. So we're going to do is copy this address of 3700 North 75th Avenue Street. We're going to type that in here. We're going to build this jail first, and then I think we're going to go to Maricopa County just so we can get some things off of our board. So we're going to go here and go to new building, and we're actually going to just drop our pin right. Let's see where we want to drop our pin. We might just drop our pin right. Actually, you know what? We're actually not going to build this one because this is a police department and a jail in one. We're actually going to not build this because we're going to build it as a PD. Sorry. Okay, moving on. We're going to go back to Maricopa County. We're actually going to delete this and this, and we're going to find the 4th Avenue Jail. So 201 South 4th Avenue. And look at that. We found it on Google Maps. 201 4th Avenue South. Okay. This is 4th Avenue, Big House of Corrections. That's a very... I'd also like to note, I think this is posted as a hotel. Okay. Let's come in here. For one, let's copy this address, and we're going to try to find this on Street View. This should say 4th Avenue Jail right here. Yep. 4th Avenue Jail. We have the directory of the House of Jail. We're going to come in here and paste that in here, and we're going to find this one in Phoenix. Okay. Madison Street Jail. Okay, we have the 4th Avenue Jail. We have the Madison Street Jail. And this is, which building is this? Okay. So this is the courthouse. This is the Maricopa County Attorney's Office, and this is the House of Jail. So this is on, what street is this? Madison and 4th Avenue South. So we have this 5th Avenue, 4th Avenue South, and Madison. So 4th Avenue Jail is going to be here. We're going to go under prison, and we're going to build the 4th Avenue Jail. Now, this jail doesn't have any actual units, any ground units coming out of here, so we can build this as a prison. This is going to be MCC for Maricopa County. Maybe 4th Avenue Jail. And build for 100,000 credits. Okay, 4th Avenue is done. The 512 facility is at 2670 South 28th Drive. So let's find this. And while we're doing that, we're going to delete this. Also, I just want to take a look here. This is... this jail is marked as a lodging facility or hotel. And it looks like there might be another photo here. So just a random photo of this guy. But we're going to close that for now because it's nonsense. Okay, 2670. We have the Watkins Jail. We have the intake and transfer facility here, and we have the 2670 building here. So this is the 512 facility. Not sure why it's called the 512 facility, but I would assume this is the 512 facility marked here. I would assume this is some sort of a basketball court or something like that over here. Yep, here we go, basketball court. This is where the inmates can come and do whatever they want. But this appears to be the Watkins jail. And these could just be two separate jails, actually, just separated. They're just named different jails. Let's take a look here. If we can find any road signs here, or even like layouts, that would be actually pretty helpful. Okay. Let's just see if there's any labels on the outside of the jail that say this is the Watkins jail, which it does not. And then we're going to check Mission Chief here to find the other jail. We have Tent City Jail, we have Maricopa County Juvenile, we have Maricopa County Intake, and then the Durango Jail. So what we're going to do is copy this address here, 2670, and we're going to pop that in here and hit search. Well, I think it's easier if we actually, it's actually not saying really much here. Maricopa County Intake and Release Center. So this identifies it as the Watkins jail. Hey, none of that. Sorry about that. Okay, sorry about that. Just had to put the dog in the kennel. We have the Towers Jail, which is at 3127 West Gibson Lane. We might have to kind of jump around on these because there's so many jails in one area, it's very hard to notice which one is which. So this is the Towers Jail. Got it. Okay, got it. Towers Jail. This one's probably the easiest one to do. Towers Jail. So let's copy this. And paste, which it's just right up here, I do believe. I think. Towers Jail, Towers Jail, Towers Jail. Where's the Towers Jail? Towers Jail. Is this Towers Jail? I think this is the Towers facility here. So Towers Jail here, this looks to be... Where are we looking here? The Towers facility, which is just east of the Durango jail. I think the Mission Chief is kind of like showing us half a map here, so I think we might change maps real quick. Okay, let's go to change maps. Let's go to settings. We're going to go to map and vehicles. We're going to go to map kit and hit save. And we're going to close this just for now because we don't need that anymore. We're going to hit paste on this and hit search, and then we're actually going to go to hybrid mode, and this will bring us a list of different things. Okay, this jail we have built is the Maricopa County Jail, which is, well, technically all of them. They're all in Maricopa County. What does that say? This little dot, I don't know what that dot says. Okay, so we have the Towers Jail here, which I think we're going to drop right here on this pin. We're going to go to building, we're going to go to jail, or sorry, prison, and we're going to drop it right here. This is going to be MCC, Maricopa County. This is going to be Towers Jail, and both for 100,000 credits. The one thing I'm actually going to do real quick here is type in Maricopa County Jail map. So I'm assuming I just want like an actual physical map that can actually give me like the cheat sheet on all these, because just by giving me the physical address, it's kind of, hard to tell. Because all the jails are in one area. So we have the Durango, Estrella, Lower Buckeye, Tent City, and Towers Jail all in one area. And it's hard to tell which one is which. Because, yeah. Maricopa County Jail. So we found the towers. We found the 4th Avenue jail. But we just don't know which one this is. Now this is going to take a little bit of time to actually figure this all out. Is there a sign here that says which building this is? I'm just trying to figure out, like, if you were a visitor trying to... Okay, this is the Estrella jail, which we have built the Estrella jail already, which the Estrella jail is... That's Towers, this is Estrella. Or is this not Estrella? Okay, I think we just need to rename this one. So if this is the Estrella jail, which there's a sign up front that says, we're just going to relabel this one to the Estrella jail. Just to clarify things, which, yeah, that's the Estrella jail. Maricopa County, Estrella jail. And build. Okay, 4th Avenue is done. The 512 facility, that's the one we still got to figure out. The Estrella jail is done. The ITR, which we know where it is, but we have to build the Lower Buckeye jail, which I think the Lower Buckeye jail is, well, probably right here. Okay, let's see what this says here. So is there a sign out front that says Lower Buckeye jail? That's the thing we're looking for here. Okay, what does this say? Maricopa County Lower Buckeye Jail, 3250. Okay, so the one facility here is Lower Buckeye. Got it. Hence, it's on Lower Buckeye Street, so you would just assume. So this facility right here is the Buckeye facility. And we're going to come down here. This building, oh, not that one. This building here is going to be the Lower Buckeye facility, which is what we are seeing right in this one here. We can see this little plus building. Okay. Let's go to build new building, drop our pin right here in the middle of this complex. This is going to be type of building. This is going to be prison. This is going to be MCC, Maricopa County. And this is going to be the, was it Lower Buckeye, was it? Or just Buckeye? Yeah, Lower Buckeye Jail. So we're going to come in here. I'm just going to copy this, copy, and Lower Buckeye Jail, and build for 100,000 credits. Okay, so Lower Buckeye's done. Towers is done. Watkins Jail, now that's the next one we're going to find. The Watkins Jail. Now we know what the outside somewhat looks like. Let's see what this does here. The Watkins Jail. So according to this, it's right next to the ITR, Inmate Transfer Facility. I'm thinking the Watkins Jail is here. I think. But we're gonna do. Let's just double check this. Okay. You know what? Let's close this. And so this is the Watkins Jail. It says. So it says. But the one thing that we can't see and what we're looking for is this outside, which I think this is the other side of the building, but we can kind of see this general brown and white color. And you can see the brown here, you can see the white here, but we can't see this exact view of the building, because I think that view is on the outside of this one. And I don't think there's any street view of this actual building, but I think what we're looking at here is this picture right here. So I think this picture was taken about right here, and it is looking at this general way. So we can see this little brown stripe here, we can see this huge brown stripe above the windows here. So if we take a look here at this, we can see the brown stripe here and the brown stripe here. Also, the one thing we can see here is actually a little bit of wording here. I think this does say Watkins Jail. You can see the W, you can see the word jail, and then you can somewhat see the address here. So we're going to mark this as the Watkins Jail. Okay, build new building. Let's see here, prison. This is going to be the Watkins Jail. This is going to be MCC, Watkins Jail. And build for 100,000 credits. Okay, which one do we have left? So Watkins is done, Towers is done, Lower Buckeye done. The Intake and Transfer and Release Center, that is, I believe, let's just close this one. We don't need that one either. I believe this is the transfer center here. There's also a little note here that says Intake, Transfer, and Release Jail. I don't know if we should physically build this as a jail, because it's this is more or less booking and it's releasing. So it's technically really not a jail. I mean, it is, but it isn't. I don't know if we should build it or not. I don't know. I think we'll skip that one for now. The Estrella Jail is built. The 512 facility, that's the last one we have to find. And I don't know where to find it, but let's take a look on maps here and show where it shows it. So it shows it right to the right of the Watkins Jail. So I'm wondering if this, we built this as the 512 facility plus intake. I think this is intake and the 512 facility, because we can see a path leading from this side of the jail to the basketball court. This is a rec yard for the jail. There's also paths leading from this place to this unit as well. So I'm wondering if this is the 512 facility as well. I don't think there's any wording outside this building that says it's the 512 facility. I don't think there's even any pin we can even drop on here to get what we need to do. Looks like there's possibly wording here, but it's hard to tell. Let's see here. The 512 facility, unfortunately, it shows us a picture of the inside of the jail. Let's take a look here. If we type in the 512 facility, it's located within the intake transfer of the ITR facility. Okay, inmate capacity 512, 512 inmates. Of course, now we know why it's called 512, which is, that's a lot of housing for 512. That's a pretty small building. This facility is designated for short-term stays. Okay, so this is going to be our last building, which is going to be the 512 facility, which is going to be right here. And we're going to drop our pin right here. This is going to be called the, this is going to be MCC 512 facility / ITR. Intake, Transfer, and Release Center. So the 512 facility is going to be built with the ITR. And that should be it. The transportation hub is also the ITR building. From the information I understand. I think these are all prison transport vans, and these big old buses right here are also prison transport buses. So that makes sense why they're all located at this location. This / ITR. Okay, we're going to build this building for 100,000 credits. And the one thing I want to look at here before we leave is all the prison buses here. So we can see some just prison vans here, and then we can see the prison buses at this location. We can see bus number 503, 5 something, 106, 301. Kind of hard to see, but you can see the word sheriffs above these. These are sheriffs transfer buses. But that pretty much sums up our general jail area here. We do have Tent City, which is out here. I do believe these are tents. It might be hard to see just with different stuff here, but yeah, Tent City was actually, it was an outdoor jail facility. But I think due to like heat and stuff like that, these Tent City is no longer a thing. I don't know if Tent City is a thing, but it's something you guys can definitely look into. But it's literally where the prisoners are outside 24/7 in a tent, in like a little condo, stacked bunked area. I've watched some like prison videos, and that's kind of what it's at. But without further ado, that is the ITR and all the jails for Maricopa County. The last thing we have to do is actually build the Phoenix Fire Department Training Academy, and we're going to look into that right now. So we're going to go 2425 West Lower Buckeye Road, which is very, very close to where we're at currently. We're going to go to paste, and we're going to hit search. And here is Lower Buckeye. And we just need to find the training center here. I'm not exactly sure what's not finding it directly here. Okay. Where in relation to the jail is this place? Okay, it's to the right. Got it. So we're looking the exact opposite way. So we need to look over here. Alrighty. So we have our training here. This is, I think this is just helipad training here. We have an evac course or training course here, and then we have some different areas right here. So what I think we're going to do is come in here and build this as the Phoenix Fire Department and Training Academy. These are all just different scenarios. It's burn towers. You got all sorts of different rescue situations here. So what we're going to do is build this as the training center. Okay, let's look up Fire Academy. Drop our pin. We're going to drop it right here on this building because this is like somewhat of their housing where they store all their equipment. They also store equipment outside as well. We're going to look up the fire training facility. We're going to go to phoenix.gov, and we're going to see if we can find any information on this fire training academy. So it was opened in 2010. I think that's pretty much the only information we got out here. But it looks like the picture of this building is the picture of this building right here, potentially. So I think this picture right here is actually these two windows right here with this little orange slab. So you can see this orange slab right here. And then you can see the parking right here with this little grass patch right here. And you can see the grass patch here, the parking here. So we're going to mark this as the Phoenix Police, sorry,